Hi guys, welcome to day 9, 9th of December already. So, hi. And everything I was just about to say has gone clean out my head. I'm going to show you my stitching. I think that's a good place to start. Hope everybody's had a good 24 hours and yeah, it's 7:30 at night here. I've settled on doing the later video because, as I say, it makes no difference if it's dark or if it's light. You know, I mean, once it's dark, so it doesn't matter whether it's early or late. I'm talking nonsense already. Welcome. This is what you get here. So, I have done quite a bit of work on my little patchwork deer. And I have got 2. Are you ready? I have a finished deer. There he is. He's missing his eyeball and the white of his tail. But other than that, there he is. There's my little deer. He doesn't look like a tabletop anymore. So I had quite a bit of time today between finishing work, doing me errands and picking up my girls, and then going back out to pick up my big girl who had her Cambridge interview this afternoon. So I went and picked her up from school because it was later. So I've got all of this in. I finished off this bit last night and I've done all of him and his antlers. So he needs tip of his tail, he needs his eyeball. I need to do this. This white is going to be the issue because it's horrible. And then there's a green border that goes all the way round with some flowers in it and a little bit of writing. So motoring along. I've absolutely loved stitching him. That brown that's kind of nice there, that was the Weeks Dye Works. Where is it? I had it in my hand like about 10 seconds ago and it's gone. Where's it gone? I can't remember what it's called at all. That's brilliant. There's prior preparation prevents poor performance with added words. Oh crikey, it's gone. I can't remember what it's, can't even begin to remember what it's called. Here it is. It's not gone. It's just slipped under something. It's called Havana. It's Weeks Dye Works Havana. There we go. And this is Gentle Arts chalk, the snow. But as I said, I struggled a bit with that. But he has motored along and I've really enjoyed doing his patchworky bit. So I'm going to try and get him done. By the way, I'm loving these 2. That one's a little Christmas stamp, and they are real stamps. Somebody asked me. Yes, they are real. Sometimes used. That one's used, it's got a postmark on it. Usually used, sometimes mint. For some of them, I can buy mint sets. And especially the Alice in Wonderland, Jane Austen, things like that. I'll buy a mint set because I love them so much. But that purple there, and this one here, which is kind of a sparkly, can see that's got the resin on top of it. I just like those 2 needle minders. I'm using them to hold my pattern open, and sort of just clip it on. So that's that. So I'm going to try and get that bit more of him done, a bit more of his background done because he's done. Didn't do any Kingdom of Books, but when I finish recording this, I am going straight on to Kingdom of Books and I am just gonna blast out some stitches on that tonight because it's still nice and early. I've got a look at this stupid piece of hair. I don't have any curls. My hair is absolutely ironing board straight. If my hair's down, it looks like I've had a bucket of water tipped over my head, except for one kink. It's not even a curl, it's like a kink, and I tuck it behind my ear constantly. And it doesn't get long, it doesn't grow. My hair's super long, it doesn't grow. It just stays short, and if I can tuck it behind, I can tuck it behind. That's by the by. Anyway, I've just done number 9. I've kept number 9 quite basic, but I really like it. It's one of the little wreaths that's on the branches. I really like number 9. There we go. It's got the white on the inside, so the little wreath has got some snow on it. I did a slightly bigger bow on the top. And there's number 9, all done. 9 little boxes. So yeah, we had a busy day today, but we managed 2 of the 3 tasks. So the first task was my daughter's orthodontic appointment, which we made it to beautifully. I went in, I got the text message, the confirmation, I clicked the link, I filled in the COVID questionnaire, all done, boxed off, brilliant. Turned up on time for the appointment and she went, yeah, your appointment's on the 10th. And I was like, my mistake. We'll see you tomorrow morning. So Lizzie wasn't late to school, I wasn't late to work. I'd already told my I'd already texted my bit of a chicken. I texted my manager to tell her I might be a little late in. She wasn't in a terribly good mood on Wednesday, so I didn't. On Tuesday, so I chickened and I sent her a text. But she was fine with it, obviously, because what could she say? But I was actually there at 10 to 9 and I start at 9, so I wasn't even late. So tomorrow I'm not working anyway. I've got a furlough day from the golf club tomorrow. So it's fine to take her tomorrow and drop her back at school, and then we're back in the afternoon for the fitting of all the retainers and everything. So the first thing we failed. Then the second thing was Maddie had 2 interviews with Cambridge today, a 2 o'clock and a 4 o'clock. The 2 o'clock, she was having massive echo feedback from the Discord. It's like Zoom that the kids that they use in school, and that's been postponed until she's actually doing it 8:30 tomorrow morning, and she'll be at home then on our super fast, really good broadband. One thing I do really pay for is super fast broadband, because we use a lot of devices all the time. So she'll do it at home, and then Robin will run her into school while I'm still at the dentist with Lizzie, probably. So that was 0 for 2, and then her 4 o'clock interview went really well. She was absolutely buzzing when she got in the car. She was like telling me about it, and I was like, yeah, that's gone well. Hopefully it's gone well. So she'll redo her last interview again tomorrow morning, or actually do it rather than having 5 minutes of this weird echo. Apparently none of them could hear each other speak at all. It was all really weird. So she's doing that tomorrow morning, and then that's it. After that, she's got one, it's not quite an entrance exam, it's like a timed essay assessment. They give you log into it, they give you I think 3 essay subjects, and you write an essay timed there and then they use that and all the information from school and everything to base whether they give you an offer. So that's for Durham. So she's got that to do, and she'll do that before she breaks up for Christmas. It's open-ended, she can do that whenever she wants, but she's going to do that before she breaks up for Christmas, and then that's her. And then we just wait and keep our fingers crossed that her last 2 universities offer. Obviously, if Cambridge offers, that's her. She then just has to get the grades, because obviously they can make you an offer, and your offer is based on your grades. So say her offer might be AAB for somewhere, and that's your A-level grades. If Cambridge offer her, it's going to be A star AA, and she'll have to get those grades to take that place, if you see what I mean. So she's got a lot of work to do yet. So that's what happened today. So I went back out and did some stitching in the dark car park at school, just using the wee light in the car. My car's not very technical. I think the light was like an added extra. Honestly, my car's got nothing extra on it at all. It just is just a basic, this is a car, you press the go pedal and it moves kind of thing. There's nothing. It has a radio, but that's about it, you know. It's very, very basic little car. So I did it by this gloomy light, so I got him nearly finished. So thank you for all your lovely comments about my long dog. I know my Sansui is fairly spectacular. It really is. It was just an idea I had, and it just worked so much better than I thought it was going to. And yeah, I absolutely loved doing that one. But I've got 2 more that I'll show you here. One of the ladies wanted to see my dilemma, and I'm afraid it's a bit of a sad, sorry start. Here is my start to dilemma. So I've only done the box round that one, and a little bit I'm going to try and do the frames. And my dilemma is not right. The dilemma of dilemma is she gives you a frame with nine of these boxes in it, and they're very long doggy patterns on the frame, and she gives you 16 pictures to put in the boxes, and the dilemma is which 9 do you pick? And that was not. He's coming up the stairs, hopefully to offer me a cup of coffee. Are you coming to offer me a cup of coffee?
No. I've modded it.
Right.
It's got an upgraded battery.
It works. There we go. That's a good old tool, isn't it? What did you put in it?
One of those 3.7 volt batteries. Should be 2 point some.
Still rechargeable and everything.
Oh, it should be.
There we go.
Oh, he increased the voltage so it charges.
Very old electric screwdriver. I will explain. Make me a coffee. Yeah. Take my place, make me coffee. Thank you. Great, I'll have that. I'll explain in a minute. Dilemma. Yeah. So my dilemma was, can I modify the frame to stitch all 16 boxes, and can I fit it on this piece of fabric? Now, if I fold the fabric in half, my answer is yes. Yes, I can. Because if I couldn't, I would have been more like halfway. That's the middle. So you can see I'm going to have enough fabric. And similarly, lengthwise, I haven't quite got 2 on, but you can see there's going to be enough. I'm sure there's going to be enough. It'll be fine. I've stitched the cotton twill tape top and bottom, just in case I wanted to put it in a frame, you know, in a rolly frame. And I've just zigzagged the edges. This is a 36 count. It's another, because I really like them. There we go. It's called Granite. White on one side, printed on the other. It's the 36 count Lakeside Needlecraft fabrics. They have their own range. They sell Fabric Flare, but they have these ones which aren't fabric. I don't think they're Fabric Flare, but I think they're probably made by the same people. But these have actually printed on them Lakeside Needlecraft fabrics. But it's quite subtle. It's almost a sort of a grey-green granite print on it, and my stitching, you can see that's a fair representation of the colours in the silk. Now, this was my first go at a Karen water lily. There's the Karen water lily that I'm using, and it is called Pomegranate, and it's actually got pinker tones. It's showing quite orange. It's actually got quite pink tones in it. It's absolutely glorious. I think I have 3 of these. Oh, he's playing with his screwdriver. So I think I bought 3 of those, and that's for the border. Pomegranate. Oh, got such trouble with the light. There we go. Pomegranate, Karen water lilies. Now, this is a 12 ply silk, but again, each strand is like a DMC. It's like a strand of DMC, so it kind of goes 12 times as far, because I'm doing that's just one strand. So you can see the coverage on a 36 count with one strand, because silk kind of puffs up a little bit as you stitch with it. It's kind of wonderful. So as a 12 strand, it goes an awfully long way. 12 ply silk, 6 yards. So these retail. Oh, I didn't realise it opened and there was help inside. Sorry. These are about £5.50 for me. I got these from Lakeside as well, but they're about £5.50, so they're more money than dinky dye, but that's 6 strands, 8 meters, and this is 12 strands, 5.5 meters. So really, there's more floss there if you use the 1 strand. And then back my bag. This is my batik bag, one of my very, very first, and this has got all my, this is my, like, my silk pot. All my nice silks are in here. And if I rummage around, there is the dinky dye there. This one is called Mystic Pools. It's 105, the number, and it's a very plummy purple. That's not too bad. It's quite a purpley purple. So there's my 2 colours, and these, they just feel so good. These are going to be the patterns on the, these are going to be the little cartouches? I don't know. The little designs that go inside the frames are going to be this Mystic Pools, this lovely purple, and that pomegranate is around the outside. So even though silks are expensive and they're very luxurious to use, I literally buy 2 or 3 per project. So I've not got a big store of them. I literally buy the least amount I think I can get away with to do a project. So, you know, they are superb. If you haven't ever tried them, as a straight choice, I'd say try a dinky dye first. The colourways are fantastic, and honestly, it's like heaven to stitch with. The Karen Water Lily, equally delightful. And then you've got the likes of this, which is Mrs. Sada's silk. The only problem with this is that it's really, it's not really expensive, but she's in Spain. You have to pay shipping, and to buy a little mini like this, hang on, here's one of her minis. This one came free with my hydrangea. This is Rouge. That's Rouge. It's the darkest of burgundies. That's actually just showing sort of black. Can you see there? There we are. That's sort of, that's actually the colour it is. These are the same price as these, but with this I have to pay shipping from Spain, and with these I just pay shipping in the UK. So if you're American and you can go to, and you've got a needle workshop, which we don't have, you can go and pick these up, pay your $3.50 for one of these, which makes this at €7 seem very expensive. That said, when you buy a big hank, which will do a huge project, that's when this becomes really lovely. And these are about £30 all in. A foot. This is part, very much part of a full skein of this, and it's, when it comes, it's like a hank of yarn. It's wound like a hank, and it's amazing. But to me, to get the hold of this is about £30. So that's quite an investment. But for the amount of floss you get, and for the amount of time you're going to be using it, if I've planned a project and I'm going to use basically the whole hank of it, it's worth it. So that's my dilemma. There's my colours. Perfect. There they are. You can see how purple that is now, and not very much done on it, and I do need to get on with it. Put that in my Silk of Wonder bag. I keep all my silks for basically my long dogs in there, and there's the silk for the red ship have gone in there. The ones I found on the floor have gone in there as well. Let me just, I'm going to do a little tiny bit of reaching down here. Can I find him easily? Yes, I can find him easily because he jumps at me. Lady, I think you're called Karen, is going to start Pilgrim. Do you want to see my Pilgrim? I know I show it quite a lot. I don't think I've shown it on Flossmas yet though, so if you've picked me up from Flossmas, you might not have seen my Pilgrim. Here's my Pilgrim. Can't see. There it is. There's my Pilgrim. And this is Mrs. Sada's darling, and I'm not doing colour controlling. I just sometimes like, you see my, there we are, there's its colour. It looks so lovely. The flamingo is sort of stripy. I controlled where his stripes went. And this beast of burden here, this raven, you can see I stitched him. I stitched up there, and then I stitched round in circles here, so that his, why is there a fork? Does anybody know why there is a fork sticking out from this halo round his head? I just don't know why there's a fork there. I mean, I love it. Look at this fox. Isn't he amazing? He's doing that fox through the icy thing. And I love this half a little thing there. Oh, I just love it. So I'm trying not to colour control too much, but equally I love the fox and the hound. Here's the hound chasing the fox. The fox is obviously getting away because that's how they do. And these, everybody thinks these things are something different. To me, I call them pomegranates. And this thing, this cord runs right the way around. There's another pomegranate there. Look at him. Look at this Prancy Bunny. Prancy Bunny. And this beautiful reindeer here. Oh, there's just so much. There's so much joy in this pattern, and I've still got all of that to go. Now, because this is a 28 count, because I was brand new to stitching. Blooming piece of hair, it's driving me mad today. Because I was brand new back to cross stitch when I started this, I got a 28 count. This is a 28 count Laguna. I bought a full meter of it, and I hand dyed it. I used Dylon dye. It was a really bright, just because I couldn't get the colour I was wanting, which was purple. I was after quite a dark purple, so that this really popped. And because it's not a completely natural fibre, the dye didn't take that well, didn't take that strongly. So this is the colour I got, and the more I looked at it, the more I liked it. So off I went and started on it. So there's my pilgrim. So yeah, massive undertaking. This is my long dog leap day Sal piece. I know I jumped on and did Anzac because when I started it, I had done that much of it. And that was all. So this is all since February, apart from the first 1,000 stitches, which was literally that bird in that corner. Here's my coffee.
There you go.
Thank you very much. There's no milk.
No.
But I need milk. We'll need milk. I know I've got milk in my coffee. We need milk for the morning. Guess I'm going out again then. Just haven't been out driving around enough today. Alright, go on. Looks like I'm going out again then. Just go. You can drive too. But I'll be going out. Okay. I don't mind. Just the problem with living where I live is the nearest shop is 6 miles away. So a round trip to the shop takes kind of half an hour, because the road to the shop is like this. We call it the roller coaster road. It's one of those roads where your tummy goes about 4 times because you go whoop, whoop, whoop over the humps. Yeah. But I've been that way twice already today, so I'll go the other way and go to the shop that's 6 miles that way and get milk, because there's no more milk. Because I was in Sainsbury's this morning with Lizzie, and I've been to Tesco's as well to get fuel. So I was at Tesco's and I went to Sainsbury's. So I really could have got some milk, but I didn't know we were running out. Welcome to my house. So that's about me for today. I've shown you that. I've shown you that. I've shown you that. Let's pick the bits to go in the box. So if you comment on today's video, you can just leave me a little emoji or just anything. I really don't mind. I do love reading big long comments. Absolutely fantastic. And if you ask me any questions, I'll do my best. But you can just leave me a little emoji, because I appreciate leaving 24 comments is going to get a bit wearing. So let me find one of these. Boop doop. So there's one of those for today, and I'll write the 9th on the back, because I think this is going to, way. Do you see my fine liner in my hand there going right close to the fabric? No, it's not. I've not drawn on it. I think this is going to shaping up to be quite a nice little piece. So I'll write the 9th on the back of that one. That's done. I'll add it to my pile. So we've got 9 of those now. So we're getting on. Right. Let's pull a needle minder. Ooh, that's quite a... Oh, let's have a bit of sparkle. Right. Here we go. I pulled my 3 things out of my bag. Bits. So, the needle minder is a nice picture of, oh, that's nice colours, isn't it? They're like Christmas cards on a shelf. Yes, that's what they are. They're Christmas cards on a shelf, aren't they? Look, there's Joseph, Mary on the donkey there. There's some people sledging here. There's people skiing. I think they might be skiing in that one, and they're sledging in this one. So there we go. That's a 14p stamp, so that's quite an old stamp. The counting pins are here. We've got a nice, looks like a sort of a jam tart there, with a little, it's got a fluted pastry case, and there's a nice big pink iced biscuit there on a nice biscuity back. And it's kind of a marbly, oh no, it's a sparkly, oh, she's glazed this one. It's sort of a pink sparkle female. It's called Pearl. It's not pearl, it's glitter. It's like a white that's got glitter in it, and then when you mix other colours into it, obviously they go glittery. It's got a little star in one corner. So there's the 2. Turn that back around. 2 little counting pins for today. And with that, I'm going to put this little guy. I am hopeless at making short videos. With that little one, I'm going to put this little guy. He is green and sparkly. So he's light green sparkly. He's got a little tiny heart-shaped button, and that is tiny, that little button. Look, it's tiny. And he's got a little white hood. So there's that. Oh, did anybody see? I've just been watching all my Flossmases. Did anybody see 2 Martini Stitcher? The new start she spun yesterday is from that magazine that I found. I'll get it. Hang on. She was using this magazine to do her Deck the Halls. That's the magazine I found lying around. And she was doing... She started this little piece here, this Deck the Halls, this door. She started this and nearly finished it. And I was like, hang on a minute, that is literally the magazine I found the other day. So I suppose if anyone wants to stitch that, I've got the pattern. So what I will, there's so many cute patterns in this. That angel, she's big. She's 120 by 170. She's a big angel, that girl. She's very pretty. I think I'm going to butcher up this magazine and offer up the patterns for you. Ah, there's the pattern in the front page for the one on the front. Oh, yeah, I can do that easily because the patterns are all carefully laid out, so you can actually pull them. Deck the Halls. Don't think there's a picture. No, there's not. There's only the pattern. There's only the pattern that shows that little door that Erin started stitching. But I was like, that's. Did anyone else notice that it was the same magazine? Now I've got it, and I'll split it up a bit so that I can, because these will be very cheap to post anywhere. You know, it'll literally be like a letter that doesn't weigh 100 grams is the key. Anything over 100 grams is quite expensive. But that'll just be like an international stamp. We're talking under £1 to post that, so I'm quite happy to split that up into 4 or 5 different things. So we'll do that. We'll do that, and if anyone wants, there's some really lovely little patterns in there, actually, really nice. I'll butcher that up and we'll share it. We'll share it out. Butchery and sharing, that's the way to do it, isn't it? Okay. Oh goodness, the auction. We won 5 lots at auction. That electric screwdriver was in one of them and it wasn't working, so he's had it to pieces and put a different battery in it and put it all back together, and now it works. Which, to have the drill lives up in the shed, so I have to ask him if I want the drill down for something. To have an electric screwdriver knocking around the house will be really good, actually, because I'm always putting something together or taking something apart or something's broken, you know. So that's going to be really good to have lying around. No, I bought him his Christmas present. I won the vice, the Christmas present. It's a great big muckle thing, honestly. It's so heavy. So I'm really pleased that I got that. I got like a lathe bed. It needs a motor, but I think it's quite a small little thing. So I think it's for like turning small things like pens, and I'm sure we'll find a good use for it. But he will look for a drill to use the motor in the drill to spin the lathe. Anyway, he'll sort it. So I got him that, and I got him a couple of boxes with just random tools in, hence why we've now got an electric screwdriver knocking around the house. And I won the suitcase full of paper. I bought it for £5, so with the fee it was £6 now. It's a lovely suitcase as itself, and it is full of tailoring patterns. I think he was a tailor. I thought it was bags. I thought he was a bag maker, but looking at the patterns, they look like the couple of the pieces I've pulled out look like lapel, you know, the shaped lapels and things. So they need a good pull out. I haven't actually rummaged properly in there yet, but I will do. I might do a little unboxing, but I think it's mostly like hand drawn paper patterns. So I think he was a tailor. There's some receipts in there from the Singer Sewing Machine shop and things, so they'll be worth a little look at. Dated to the 70s, I think. So it was man, and he was a tailor, I think. So that's quite exciting. I didn't get any of the other gubbins, which in a way I'm kind of pleased, because it was more not industrial but like utilitarian. It was all very drab colours. I think he must have done a lot with tweeds, because they were very drab colours, the threads and things, which I didn't win. And the bindings all look like, you know, the binding you get on the in the inside of trousers, and like on the inside of a hat and things like that. It's that kind of binding. It wasn't like pretty binding. So I don't mind that I didn't win any of them. And I've got a really nice suitcase, so I might do a bit of a rummage. So that's just the little thing we did. We did get 5 lots, so that was kind of cool. And the next auction is next week, so we can go back on Monday and do another little rootle around again, see if there's anything else up. One of these days there'll be a cross-stitching haul, and there'll be a box full of patterns that nobody cares for, and they'll be mine. But yeah, until that day I'll keep snooping, I'll keep checking stuff. My best haul by far so far has been the box of yarn that I got. I did an unboxing of that, but I did it on the other channel, which has a whole one video, and that's Crafty 6 as opposed to Crafty Emily. That's Crafty 6 spelt just like at the Etsy shop. I'll put it on here actually, so if you want to go and have a little look at it, there's only the one video on there. And that's me unboxing a box of yarn and being very excited, because there was some really expensive yarn in there. The lady had very good taste in yarn, and nobody else had obviously realised what was in the box. There was quite a lot of Madeline Tosh in there, which in the UK is like really hard to find. So I was super pleased with that. It's another longie. Anyway, I shall go, and I shall see you tomorrow, and I'll have a good roof. I'm off work tomorrow, but I've got the dentist with Lizzie, and then something else happening tomorrow as well. But definitely the dentist with Lizzie tomorrow, twice. So 2 trips into town, and I'll see what I can get done in the meanwhile. And now I have to go and buy some milk, and when I've bought the milk I will settle down and do Kingdom of Books until I fall to sleep. I think that's all I'm up for tonight. So pleased I've got that much of my dear done. He should be done quite soon, and someone's posted a picture of the finished Barbarana Christmas cake, and I want to get to that next. So I think I might try and finish the deer, and then I'll just work fully down. Has anyone done the Barbarana? I think it was the Sal. Emily C is working on it at the moment. She's posting on Instagram. It's like little pictures with a border. I think it was like a Sal. Has anyone done that? Is it really cute? Because it looks super cute, and I'm thinking I want to do that now. Has anyone else done it? Let me know. Okay, leave me a little comment today, and those little bits will be in that box tomorrow. The lady who won yesterday hasn't emailed me yet. Our emails have been a bit dodgy, so if you've emailed me and I haven't answered your email, it's because it's not arrived in my inbox. The emails have been a little wonky around here. So if you have emailed me and I haven't replied, drop me a comment today and say I did email you, and we'll figure it out. Okay, so that's me for today. This is going to be a 40-minute. Sorry guys, sorry about the interruptions. It's just what happens in a busy household, isn't it? I've got lots of people here. At least the dogs weren't being ballistic tonight. They were really hungry that night. No one had realised. We all thought that everyone else had fed them. That's why they were quite so noisy. They're not usually noisy dogs, unless they're super excited. Or the postman. They don't like my postman. They really don't like him. It's the only time I hear Clay really barking badly is if he's starving hungry, or if the postman all the other postmen they're fine with. That one man, they don't like him. That's a good enough judge for me, I think. Righto, I'll catch you tomorrow guys. Have a really good stitchy day, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 10th. Crikey, we're motoring down. See you tomorrow guys. Bye bye. Hi guys, it is 10 to 2 in the afternoon, and I am parked up with my stitching in my little car, and this is where I've parked up, in a little lay-by somewhere in Cumbria. It's a bit of a gloomy, you can see it's a gloomy old day. I've got fields that way. I've always rather liked that house. It's got a green roof. Don't have many houses with green roofs around here. And there, look, autumny yuck. Anyway, turns out we did win some lots in the auction. Their emails were down. So I've got an hour's stitching before I need to go and get my girls. And in the back of my, oh my God, what's that? That's the crap in the car. Don't look. Don't look, don't look. Oh, in the back of my car, I have got a lathe, bed, some saws. Oh, there's a plane there. He wanted the plane. And in that suitcase, I've bought myself, don't look at the crap in the back of the car, I've bought myself a suitcase full of brown paper. It's either brown paper or it's patterns for something. That suitcase is full. It's a gorgeous suitcase for a start, but it is full up. And in the boot is Robin's Christmas present, which is the Vice, which I'm very, very pleased to have got. And he wants it today. He doesn't want to wait till Christmas. But I've told him if he sends me one more text going, what is it, what is it, what is it? He's waiting. I think he's overexcited. I don't think it's what he thinks it's going to be. Anyway, so we'll open the box. We'll open the suitcase up when we get home and see if I can work out what the hell those patterns are for. And see if there's anything really interesting in there, or whether I have indeed bought myself a suitcase full of brown paper. I'll tell you what though, that suitcase is going to get used for a Christmas decoration box, because I know one of the boxes in the loft is broken. So that's going to become a Christmas decorations box. So I'm just going to do a bit of my deer. I got all of this bit done last night, and I'm just on the top of the table. I'm on the tabletop now. So I'm going to see if I can get up to his bum and start on his neck. And I did the flower as well, and the bit of the bird because I was using those colours. Righto, I will catch you later. Bye.